Christ 17 TV, back upside your head with another one. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you haven't already. And this is MLB Players I grew up on, episode 33. I know I've been putting big gaps between these fucking episodes. I've been full of shit. Apologies, but I'm going to try to do them quicker. But this is episode 33. Today we have a special one. Today, one of the best pitchers that I ever seen pitch. Probably the best left-hand pitcher I ever seen pitch in my days of watching the game. And with no further ado, we're going to talk about the big unit, Randy Johnson. Now, how many of you baseball fans knew Randy Johnson, or Randy's real first name was Randall? I didn't know that until I did some research. Randall Johnson. How about that shit? Okay, let's talk about the man, the big unit. 303 wins, okay? 303 wins. He started with the Expos. That's when I first seen him with Montreal Expos, but with Seattle Mariners, boy, did they have a team with Griffey, Buhner, Tino, Edgar. They had a squad over there. They had a damn good squad. So, 303 wins. Strikeouts. The guy almost had 5,000 Ks. If he would have played one more year, he had 4,875 Ks with a career earned run average of 3.29. The guy was, the big unit was a monster. He was the tallest pitcher or player I think I ever seen play in my days. I'm pretty sure they got somebody just as tall now, but back then, I've never seen a guy that fucking tall. 10-time All-Star. World Series champ against my fucking Yankees for Arizona Diamondbacks, 2001. 5-time Cy Young, okay? From 95, he went from 99 through 2002. World Series MVP against my Yankees again. Fucking big unit. Mario Rivera, bottom 9. Luis Gonzalez, over. Oh my God. It lives in my head forever. Okay. The guy's played 22 years, okay? That's longevity. For a guy who's that tall to be a pitcher, nowadays they go through so many Tommy Johns that you'll never get probably 12 to 15 years, let alone 22 years. That's real talk. So he was also the Triple Crown winner in 2002. MLB wins leader in 2002 as well. Excuse me. 4-time ERA leader, 95, 99, 2001, that fucking year when he won the World Series, and 2002. 9-time strikeout leader. 92 through 95. Then 99 through 2002. Then he took a year off, and then it was 2004. That is insane. Now, the perfect game, May 18th, 2004. Okay, with the Diamondbacks. Pitched a no-no, his first one, in June 2nd, 1990 for the Seattle Mariners. He's a Seattle Mariner Hall of Famer. He's an Arizona Diamondback Hall of Famer. His 51 number retired for the Diamondbacks. 6'10" was the tallest pitcher in history to date at that time. 6-time 300 strikeout season. Oldest to pitch a perfect game at the age of 40 years old. You believe that? Guy was 40 years old, still dealing and pitched a perfect game at 40. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Now, the crazy shit that I seen from him was the All-Star game with John Kruk. There's two crazy things I remember. John Kruk is on the Phillies, and Randy Johnson throws a pitch up here, close to him. John Kruk was so scared to bat against Randy Johnson in that All-Star game. It was the most funniest thing ever. I mean, he wouldn't even really get in the box. He was terrified. I mean, he was terrified. It was the funniest thing I ever seen at an All-Star game ever in my life. That was good because John Kruk was a good fucking hitter. And I'm going to do one on John Kruk soon too. But the craziest thing I ever seen was at Shea Stadium. Shea Stadium. I forgot who was up. But Randy Johnson was pitching and he threw a fastball. And at the same time he was throwing the ball, a pigeon went across, just flew across, and the ball hit the pigeon. There was no pigeon. There was no nothing. It was all just feathers. It was like he threw the ball so hard when it hit that bird, the bird's body disappeared and only left feathers. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. You can go look it up. Look up Randy Johnson hits pigeon. I mean, the pigeon was flying so fast, and right when the pitch came, hit the bird. And it just was feathers. It's still probably the wildest thing that I've seen in a ball game with that bird or a cat or a squirrel or whatever. That shit was nuts. Imagine you was there sitting behind the plate in that game. Wouldn't that have been nuts if you're sitting behind the plate or maybe first base side and you're right there like in the first row or second row and you just see a fucking feathers everywhere. I mean, it was the craziest thing I think I've seen on the diamond. So, with that being said, okay, his major league debut was 9/15/88 for the Montreal Expos. Montreal. I hope they bring that team back. Please bring back the Expos. Last game, which I did not know, and this is for you, Jake. Giants. His last game was in October 4th for the Giants, 09. That was his last time he ever played a professional game. So he played for the Expos from 88 to 89. The Mariners from 89 to 98. He stopped in Houston for a cup of coffee in 98. Then he went to Arizona where he pitched, Jesus Christ, where he was the World Series MVP, where, I mean, he was the Cy Young. I mean, the guy did everything when he was at the Diamondbacks. From 99 to 04. That's also when he pitched the perfect game, too. He went to the Yankees for a year, from 05 to 06. Then he went back to where he was loved at, Arizona, from 07 to 08. Then his last year, he landed with the San Francisco Giants, and that was the last time the big unit was on the mound, was in October. And what a fucking amazing talent to watch pitch. Had that fucking long ass hair, had that mean look, and he was just a tall motherfucker who could throw over 100. And if you're a left-hand batter and you got this tall left-hander coming through, pitching the way he pitches, intimidating. Left-handers were scared to get in that box versus Randy Johnson, and that is a fucking fact. One of the greatest pitchers I've ever seen, going up with the likes of Roger Clemens, Kurt Schilling, definitely Kurt, Greg Maddux, I mean, Dwight Gooden. I've seen a lot of good pitchers. Fernando Valenzuela was a motherfucker. Oral Hershiser was definitely nobody to fucking sleep on, a.k.a. the Bulldog. I mean, we've had some good ones in the fucking game. I mean, we've had some great pitchers to watch pitch, and he's in my top 5. Randy Johnson is definitely in my top 5 of guys who I've seen. And I'm just thrilled that I was able. And just imagine being a Seattle Mariners fan then. You had Randy Johnson. I mean, you had Alex Rodriguez. You had Ken Griffey. You had Buhner. You had Edgar Martinez. You had Tino Martin. I mean, these guys had such a fucking squad in Seattle. When they beat my Yankees, when fucking Griffey's running around third and he slides in the home in the old motherfucking in the Kingdom. When they play in the Kingdom, boy, would that ball fly on that turf. But those were the good old days to watch baseball and be a great fan of the sport. I was a huge fan, Seattle, until they beat the Yankees. But when they did, I was rooting for them and they couldn't get the job done. But what a fucking team they had. No shit. Like, fuck, that shit was crazy. So with that being said, hit that like, hit that subscribe. It won't cost you a dime. And like I tell you every time around this time, big unit. And if you didn't know Randy's real name, it was Randall. You learn something new every fucking day if you do a little homework. If you do your research. You might find some shit out you didn't know. So with that being said, everybody, I'm Christ17 TV. These are MLB players I grew up on. Episode number 33, the big unit, Randy Johnson. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm Christ17 TV, so please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe. And please share, because sharing is caring. And like I said, there was nothing like watching the big fucking unit, no joke. And that Seattle team and that Arizona team that beat my Yankees in the World Series, I'm still mad about that. So, till next time, till episode 34, I'll catch you guys on the flip side, player. Till next time.